Hi there, this video is going to just quickly go over the conic sections, circle, ellipse, parabola, and hyperbola. Now historically, conic sections were studied by taking a plane and slicing it through a double napped cone. We're going to look at them as a locus of points, which means a collection of points, starting with the circle. The definition of a circle is the set of all points x, y in a plane that are equidistant from a fixed point in the plane. Now that fixed point is called the center, and the distance from the center to any point on the circle is the radius. To get an equation for a circle is we take the points x, y and the point hk and the radius r, and we put them in the distance formula. And if I square both sides for the second equation, this is what I get for the equation of a circle. So here's the official standard form of the equation of a circle. So for example, if I have the equation x minus 2 quantity squared plus y plus 3 quantity squared equals, let's say, 49. What I can see from that is that here's my h. Now, if this is y plus 3, I need to think of it as being y minus a negative 3. So a negative 3 and a positive 2 are the coordinates of my center. So my center is going to be the point 2 comma negative 3. And this is r squared, which means r is 7. Okay, let's say I tell you that the center of my circle is at negative 4, 8 and the radius is 9. Then I simply put it in the equation x minus a negative 4 quantity squared plus y minus 8 quantity squared equals 81. Now when I simplify this, that turns into x plus 4 quantity squared plus y minus 8 quantity squared equals 81. Notice that the radius is squared for that to get the 81. Okay, let's look at this example. I want the center and the radius of this circle. Now, radius, let's do that one first. This is r squared, which means the radius must be the square root of 11, which would be somewhere between 3 and 4. Alright, now, remember that this is x minus h, so that means h must be 5. This is y minus k. That means k must be negative 7 in order for me to take y minus a negative 7 and get 7. So the center of this is going to be 5 comma negative 7, and then the radius will be radical 11. Okay, let's say we're supposed to graph this equation of a circle. I know from this set of parentheses, whatever's with the x, I'm going to take the opposite of that for my x coordinate of my center. Now this is a y plus 4. I'm going to take the opposite of that for my center. So you find the point 2 comma negative 4, and that's the center. Now if this is a 9, that means the radius is the square root of that, which is 3. So from your center, go 3 to the right, 3 up, 3 to the left, 3 down, and sketch your circle. Okay, when I look at this equation, it's not in standard form, so in order to do that, I'm going to need to complete the square twice. I'm going to group the x terms together, the y terms together, and get the 23 on the other side. Okay, so notice I put my x terms together, my y terms together, and I also put a plus blank and a plus blank. Okay, let's fill those in. Take half of this and square it, and that's 4. I need to add a 4 to the other side. Alright, let's take half of this and square it. That's 100. Half of 20 is 10. 10 is squared is 100, and I need to put it over here as well. Now let's factor and rewrite our equation. Here's my standard form of the circle. I can tell that the center is going to be the point 2, comma, -10. And from here I can tell that my radius is 9. Okay, let's do one more example with circles. Here I have the equation x squared plus y squared minus 2x plus 16y equals -3. I'm going to put that in standard form by grouping the x's together, the y's together, and completing the square twice. Okay, to complete the square here, I take half of this and square it, and I get a 1, so I put a 1 over here as well. For the second one, take half of -16 and squared it. 8 squared is 64, so I'll put a 64 over here. I'm going to factor both of these and clean this up a little bit. Okay, you can see here's my x's and my y's, and this is my r squared. So if I needed to graph this, I would have to estimate what the square root of 32 is. It's going to be somewhere between 5 and 6, so 5 point something. Otherwise, I know that my center is the point 1, comma, 8. Okay, we're done with circles. I think what I'll do is I'm going to make a separate video for each of the 4 conic sections. So this is the end of the video on circles. Feel free to check out the other 3 videos that are going to be posted.